Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra is once again making headlines. And this time it's because of a major design leak that gives us a clear look at what could be one of the biggest changes to the Ultra series in years. New images shared online show the phone inside a protective case, but even with that cover, one thing immediately stands out. The camera design looks completely different from what we've seen before. In this new design, Samsung seems to be moving away from its signature floating lens layout that we've seen on past Ultra models like the S24 Ultra and S25 Ultra, instead of each camera sitting separately. The new S26 Ultra groups three of its rear cameras together inside a single raised island. The fourth sensor is placed separately on the side, giving the back a cleaner and more structured look. It's a noticeable shift that instantly gives the phone a fresh identity. Apart from the camera, the rest of the phone keeps Samsung's familiar premium feel: flat sides, soft rounded corners, and polished edges. The power and volume buttons are still on the right, so users will feel at home when picking it up. The overall look seems modern, sleek, and consistent with Samsung's recent design style. Now, this change might not seem huge at first, but for Samsung's Ultra series, it's a pretty big deal. The separate floating camera rings were one of the main things that made the Ultra phones stand out. They gave the device a distinct and instantly recognizable look. But with the S26 Ultra, Samsung seems to be going for a more unified design that matches its other upcoming models, like the Galaxy S26 Edge and the Galaxy Z Fold 7. This could be part of Samsung's new strategy, creating a shared design language across all its premium phones so that no matter which model you buy, it still looks like a true Samsung flagship. Interestingly, this new camera island design isn't completely new. Samsung first tested this look on its mid-range phones and later brought it to higher-end models like the S25 Edge. Now, it's finally making its way to the top-tier Ultra. Of course, fans have mixed feelings about it. Some people love the clean, symmetrical design and say it makes the phone look more modern and premium. Others, however, think it takes away the bold, powerful identity that made the Ultra stand out from the rest. A recent online poll showed that about 41% of users feel the new layout makes the Ultra look too similar to Samsung's cheaper models, while around 25% said they actually like the new direction. When you compare Samsung's approach to Apple's, the difference is interesting. Apple tries to make its base and Pro iPhones look different from each other, while Samsung seems to be doing the opposite, making all its flagship devices look like part of one big family. Google is also following a similar path with its Pixel 10 lineup, where most phones share the same design language except for minor variations. So, what does this mean for the Galaxy S26 Ultra? Well, it shows that Samsung is prioritizing a consistent brand image across all its products instead of focusing on making each model look entirely unique. The company might be aiming for a unified Galaxy identity, which helps users instantly recognize a Samsung device no matter which one they're holding. Still, some longtime fans miss the boldness of the older Ultra models. The floating camera rings made the phone feel powerful and exclusive, like something special within the Galaxy lineup. This new island layout, while elegant, might take some time to grow on users who prefer that standout design. But let's not forget, this is all based on leaks. Samsung hasn't officially confirmed the design yet, and the company is known for tweaking small details before final production. So there's still a chance that the final version might look slightly different if the leak is accurate. Though, the S26 Ultra will carry forward Samsung's trademark flat sides, rounded edges, and now a more unified camera island. The change seems aimed at giving Samsung's premium lineup, including the S26 Edge and Fold 7, a more consistent family look. No matter how fans feel about it, one thing is clear: the Galaxy S26 Ultra will definitely be one of the most talked about phones of 2025. Along with this redesigned camera, we can expect major hardware and AI photography upgrades that push Samsung's innovation even further. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just evolving in performance, it's also changing its personality. And this new design could mark the start of a fresh era for Samsung's most powerful smartphone series.